Hello, and welcome to Oracle Hospitality's Innovation Week. Thank you for joining us on the short introduction to Hotel Technology Next Generation, or HTNG, with Opera. Please take a moment and familiarize yourself with our Safe Harbor statement regarding the product contained in this session. My name is Eric Morgenstern, and I am a Principal Technical Consultant in the Professional Services Group within Oracle Hospitality. Today, we will go through 7 topics. What is HTNG? The documentation portal, HTNG methodology, security, data flow, what's needed from the hotel or Oracle, and what is needed from the vendor. So what exactly is HTNG? Well, it stands for Hotel Technology Next Generation. It is based on the HTNG 2008B Single Guest Itinerary, or SGI, specifications. Additionally, Oracle has extended these with the HTNG 2008B extensions for items that were not covered in the original HTNG 2008B specs. Please note, the HTNG 2008B and 2008B extensions may be used in the same integration. HTNG is part of OEDS, which is the Opera Electronic Distribution Suite. It consists of a number of interfaces such as the Alternate Distribution Suite, Gaming, HTNG, which we're discussing today, Kiosk, and OWS. It is common that the OEDS and HTNG terms are interchangeable depending on whom you speak with. Some may refer to the server as the OEDS server or the HTNG server. Our documentation portal. The HTNG Software Development Toolkit is distributed via the HTNG Oracle Innovation Slack channel. If you need it, please ask for it via that channel. HTNG methodology. The HTNG interface is a SOAP-based XML type interface. It is a two-way interface that utilizes the Opera Business Event configuration in order to push messages from Opera to the external system. Here's a few typical use cases for HTNG. Activity systems with posting functionality, which is also known as posting a charge across the interface, or housekeeping systems. Here we can see some features that are available within the 2008B specification and which way the messages flow. A few examples, but not limited to, are a posting type interface that would consume and use the reservation lookup, fetch reservation, and finally the post payment message. An activity system would use the reservation lookup, the fetch reservation, create, update, cancel activity, as well as consume the guest status notification message, which allows for the ability to push reservations out from Opera. The fetch check details allows for the check in the HTNG system to be displayed on the Opera screen. Please note it is currently limited to Opera 5. Here we have the features that are available within the 2008B specification and which way the examples flow. Some examples, but not limited to, are a housekeeping system would use the fetch housekeeping task, fetch room status, and update room status. Also, it would consume the update room status from Opera, queue room BE if the hotel is using that functionality in Opera, and either the guest status notification in the 2008B or the guest status notification EXT in the 2008B extensions. Please note the guest status notification EXT provides additional information over the one in the 2008B specification. As mentioned previously, an HTNG integration may consist of both the 2008B and 2008B extension specifications. Security. For connections to either Opera Cloud or Opera 5, the XML is exactly the same. The difference is the username and password that are assigned to each customer. For connections to Opera Cloud, the SOAP action is required in the HTTP post, as well as defined in the XML itself. This is important as the Opera Cloud functionality will use the post method in order to route the message correctly. For all connections, the timestamp must be valid and should be in current Zulu time. Now, let's look at the data flow. As previously mentioned, HTNG interface is a two-way interface. From the external system, the calls are sent to a URL. Now, the URL may be a single server as shown below, or it may be a load balance as shown above. From Opera outbound, it comes out of the OEDS server if it's in a non-load balance situation and below, or one of the OEDS servers in a load balance situation as shown above. Now, what is needed from the hotel or from Oracle? First, the hotel has to purchase the interface license and labor to install the interface. The vendor then needs the OEDS endpoint URL. This is typically provided by either the hotel, if it's premise, along with the hotel installing the SSL, and whitelisting, and provides you the URL. If it's hosted, then the Oracle PM or the installer will provide you the URL. Credentials. If required, credentials are going to be provided to you by either Oracle or the hotel, as well as the chain code and hotel code that are needed. Now, what's needed from the HTNG vendor? Well, the big one is the vendor URL. From premise, the hotel may require whitelisting outbound, so that needs to be provided to the hotel so they can enable that on their network. If hosted, Oracle requires outbound whitelisting for each environment. So the first time you install, or if using different URLs, different domains for each environment, then that needs to be done for each one. The URL should be provided to the Oracle project manager at the start of the project to allow for enough time for our networking team to create the outbound rules. And additionally, credentials going to your system. These must be entered in Opera, so those can be typically provided to the Oracle installer during the install. Thank you for attending this introduction, and we hope to see you on our upcoming Ask an Expert session.